Hi there, and welcome to Honeybee U Tarot. This is a reading for anyone who has their North Node in Gemini. Course of the Cross Watchers here, welcome. My name is Melissa. I set my intention at the beginning of the year that I would do North Node readings quarterly. And so I thought, well, here we are approaching the spring equinox, and this would be a great time. We're also approaching, I keep meaning to look this up, the next full moon is the Libra full moon, but it's the super moon. So emotions could be pretty intense. There could be a lot of emotional releasing left to do so that we are free to move forward. Okay, so let's get a Moonology card to see, kind of set the tone and see what the energy is surrounding Gemini North Node. Anything else that you need to know about this reading will be in the description box, including if you want to work with me, how to contact me. Okay, please just take a second to hit like and subscribe, and feel free to leave me a comment if you so desire, and share with anyone that you think might enjoy my content. Okay, so we have adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Kind of just like what I was saying. It's like before we can really fully move into the next big thing, whatever we're trying to create, we need to make some adjustments, and that could be releasing, letting go of, saying goodbye to. You have at the bottom of the deck, bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, which can be very independent energy, but it's also community oriented, so I don't know. But, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going all over the place. Adjustments are required. Third moon, third quarter moon, and full moon. Surrender to the divine. Get the reflection on that moon. Amazing, huh? Okay, so let's look at what are the current challenges for Gemini North Node. I shuffle extensively and clear and cleanse before I set to record, but I will shuffle a few times on camera for you. What are the current challenges? Okay, so we'll take this one first. Was it just one? Yeah. And then this. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Okay. Walking towards something more fulfilling, potentially. Potentially you have already walked towards something more fulfilling, needing to leave something that was good, still provided you with a sense of fulfillment, some love, but it wasn't your 10. It wasn't your 10 of Cups. So yeah. Okay. So you got the Three of Wands. This is in the challenge position with the Eight of Swords. Okay. So you may be started the process of creating or bringing or manifesting something into your life, and you're waiting for the results of those steps, including potentially leaving something not as fulfilling. So you're kind of like waiting, and that because it's not coming fast enough, potentially, because you've been working so hard and it seems to be like you're just in this waiting mode, which all of us have been, you might be second guessing yourself. You might even be thinking this is something that you need to walk away from. And I would say that isn't necessarily the case. That is a thought that you have, not necessarily the truth. And potentially it's time for you to surrender to divine timing. And that whatever it is that you're waiting for, that you're working on or have worked on, have set into motion, maybe there's just a few little things that you need to kind of tweak, but it's causing you to maybe get up in your head a little bit and think more negatively when you need to maintain positivity and trust. Okay. So what are your current strengths? What are the strengths that are available to Gemini North Node? Strengths available. I'm not sure which cards came out, flipped around first, but I'm just going to leave them like this. Or I can read them both ways. Okay. Got the Eight of Pentacles. Keep doing the work. Keep up your practice. Keep doing whatever it is that you're working on, okay? The work often is the thing. We think it's the end result, but actually it's being immersed in the actual work, the practice, the study, okay? The strengths that you have currently, I think, is that you have been working on something. You have been working on healing something, or working collaboratively with someone or others in order to heal or bring something into maybe into your community. The things that are keeping you up at night, the worry, the limiting beliefs are keeping you up at night, but they're just thoughts and they can be changed, right? It's faith over fear. Right now, it could be that you're operating over fear over faith. And I think, Gemini, you have a lot of mental stuff going on, right? All the time. Always thinking, always learning, always, kind of up here. And so that is a strength of yours. If you can understand that you have so much power in creating just by the thoughts, then you can choose to reframe any negativity with around a situation with something more positive and affirming that can, change the situation from a negative to a positive, or from a positive to a negative. And if you're still struggling, because I'm looking at this and I'm going, well, what if I had put the cards like this? Then I would say the same thing. Your fears, your thoughts are creating anxiety, fear over faith, need to surrender to divine timing. So the wheel is going to turn in whichever way you are manifesting So if you're struggling with that, then it might be time to seek out a counselor to understand the value of collaborating, of working on yourself, mind, body, and spirit in order to heal anything that is holding you back or limiting, or what's the word? Like dimming your optimism. Either way I look at it, I'm going to say the same thing, okay? This is about getting control of your thoughts and figuring out, where do my limiting beliefs come from? Look up Google cognitive distortions, twisted thinking, limiting beliefs are all the same thing. And then challenge yourself to see, what am I telling myself about this? Is it true? Well, what if it is true? Then what? And what's my fear if it is true? Then what? Right? And start doing that. And you can learn that with a therapist to help you. See what's going on. What's taking you back to these fears? You know, limits about yourself, limits about the world, limits about opportunities, limits about, you know, your capacity and capability to handle what comes up. If disappointment, you know, happens, or you need to course correct, or you need to make a few adjustments, is that really the end of the world? Are you a failure? No. Okay. What's your release? Wow. What's your release? Okay. Queen of Swords. And Four of Wands. You may have an idea of how your Four of Wands, joy, stability, celebration, often the marriage card, but it's celebration and stability after struggle, right? You may have some kind of a real rigid idea of what that's supposed to look like and how you're supposed to get it, or how it's supposed to show up, or yeah, I'll just leave it at that. And that could be preventing you from getting the thing that you want, from actually allowing that. If you want love, if you want, you know, marriage, or something to come to fruition, it could be the limiting belief is that you have this one idea of how it has to be, and it's limiting that actual opportunity that could really create what it really is that you're looking for, which might be a sense of freedom, abundance, peace, joy. It may be limiting that from coming to you. So really check your thoughts, and if there's any rigidity to it, or you trying to take control over a situation that you don't have control over, right? Again, needing to surrender to the divine, the serenity prayer. Okay, and what to focus on instead is Gemini North Node. Focus on Gemini North Node. Need to focus on Gemini North Node. Need to focus. I'm going to back up and say a few more things about what to release, okay? Oh, man. What? All right. Well, I think Spirit needs something to be in the reverse, which is fine. Okay, we've still got this one. Okay, yeah. Let me back up, and I just want to make a couple of points. Okay. So here was the challenge, right? Wanting something, 3 of Wands, to come in, and maybe because it's taking longer or not on your timing, you start getting into your head and having this stinking thinking, right? Okay. Well, what do we need to release then? Okay. It's this one way, right? Like on the dark side, it's this one way of thinking, this one truth. And it's okay that she has her truth. Why? Because this queen cut herself free from this fake limitation, which are just thoughts. As she has an awareness of herself. But on the dark side, on the shadow side of that, I wouldn't even say shadow side, but at an extreme level, it could be that maybe you've worked really hard on your boundaries, let's just say. And now they've become walls. So then what? Right? Now no one can get in. No one's good enough. No one's worthy enough. Nothing is worthy enough, right? Now it's become too rigid. So we have to watch for extremes when we're working to change things. It happens all the time. We're on one side of the pendulum and then we're trying to heal. We're trying to do better. So we swing way over here to the other side and we're still not like in the middle way. Okay, so I just needed to go back and say that as I was looking at this. Right? And here's that 4 of Wands. Okay. So to focus on instead. So we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and then the High Priestess. I think this is about, rather than focusing on all of the stinking thinking and strategizing and the mental, logic, rational part of you, I think this is about you letting go and attuning to your intuition and to trusting that there's certain things that you do not have control over, that you cannot know. And also that, like, releasing this sense of, I'm all alone. I have to struggle all by myself. I don't know what to do. Why, oh, why? Is anybody... I just had this image, like, hello, is anybody out there? Does anybody see me? Yes. Spirit sees you. Spirit sees you. Okay. So focus on knowing that Spirit is with you, that you're not alone, that you don't have to worry or hold yourself back in any way, or even, how we've got the mental stuff swirling around, like the committee inside, the inner critic. And that can be fostered by all the peanut gallery that's all out here too, right? Everybody's got an opinion. No. Focus on connecting to your intuition and to surrendering to the divine, and tell yourself, like, anything is possible if I believe. Anything is possible if I believe. What it actually looks like I need to surrender to. I need to surrender to the divine. What it actually ends up looking like. And I can do that. I can do that. Highest possible outcome. Oops, too many. I will not take giant stacks. Okay. Highest possible outcome. Hold on. Okay. Highest possible outcome for Gemini North Node. Highest possible outcome for Gemini North Node. Two sixes. Look up two sixes, okay? Maybe needing to do a little more work with your inner child, okay? But also potentially doing a little bit more collaborating with others in order to create what it is that you want to create, in order to make your dreams, even your childhood dreams come true. Potentially, if you're thinking of bringing someone from the past back into your life, or even just like healing past life concerns, fears, needing to be, right or have one truth, right? Maybe dealing with that part of yourself and learning to relate and to create in a more collaborative, giving and taking, compromising way, okay? And having faith that you can still manifest something, but it doesn't have to be just this one-way street, your way, right? Okay. Potential blocks or obstacles. I don't know why I feel the need to use a separate deck for potential blocks or obstacles. I guess because I feel like it's already, no, that's too much. It's already, yeah. We've already, we already see what the challenges that you're dealing with. We already see what it is that you need to release. But for some reason, I want to do the potential block, okay? This is final warning to be, or encouragement to be mindful. Something that could sneak up. Okay, I've got self-worth at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this could be around worth and worthiness. Impartiality. Okay, can I remain neutral? And complacency. Will I give up? Let's look and see what the book says. Impartiality. I quietly listen, allowing you to color your own palette. Take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. That is a way of receiving, listening, right? Tuning to the High Priestess energy. Did I show you that? Okay. If I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Key idea is neutral position, allowing things to unfold, standing in another's shoes, uplifted communication. Guide, open-minded, and fairness. And then we have complacency. These are potential blocks. I am feeling the loss of my dreams. This is a warning not to give up. Beware of coasting along in a situation that is not what you really want. You will never be fulfilled by the unmet dreams of others. How can I redefine my dreams? How can I stop procrastinating? Finding self-nourishment, leaving dreams unrealized. Key ideas are finding self-nourishment, leaving dreams unrealized, feeling depleted, time for deep rest, lack of motivation, and holding back. Keywords: daring, indomitability, and reclamation. Okay, so watch out for quitting before you get to the finish line. Okay, all that's needed are some adjustments. So let's take a look. Third quarter moon, I think, is up here. There. Okay, third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is also a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. A change of course is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now, which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of, so pay attention. Additional meanings: your life may be out of balance and this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. Something new and exciting is around the corner. Trust may be required to move the situation forward. Okay. And surrender to the divine. That's that beautiful full moon. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface, no matter when in the moon cycle you pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a very positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. A supermoon is very highly emotional, okay? Attuned to the moon, I'm getting the answers I need. Additional meanings for this card: a wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. It's time to let go of the past and move on, okay? So, combine that all with the reading, the tarot, and just take a step back. Observe your thoughts, observe the situation. You're watching a movie. You don't need to get, too immersed in the outcome. See if you can kind of flow with the tides. Okay, so I wish you well. Thank you so much, and please hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.